Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Modesty and Fashion podcast. How are you doing? How is your weekend going? And I'm so glad that we are here again. Over the past few episodes, we've talked about beauty, confidence, validation, fashion, identity, and the different things that influence the way we present ourselves. But today, I want us to go somewhere a little deeper. Not just how we dress, not just how people see us, but how we see ourselves when nobody is watching. Today's question is, why did I start hating myself? Why did I start hating myself? It is a difficult question actually, because some of us don't just wake up one day and decide that we don't like ourselves. It usually happens gradually. Sometimes it begins with a comment someone makes. Someone tells you that you are not attractive enough. Someone makes fun of your body. Someone criticizes your appearance. Someone compare you to another person. Sometimes it is bullying. Sometimes it is rejection. Sometimes it is something someone said as a joke that they probably forgot 5 minutes later, but you never forgot it. And little by little, those words can become part of the way we see ourselves. You hear something oftentimes, and eventually you may start believing it. You begin looking in the mirror and seeing the things people pointed out. You begin questioning yourself, you begin comparing yourself, and eventually you may start speaking to yourself in the way those people spoke to you. That is a dangerous place to be. Because now, the person hurting you is not necessarily standing in front of you anymore. You have started carrying their voice inside you. And I know what that can feel like because I've experienced something that taught me a very painful lesson about this. There was a time when I shared something very important and personal with someone. I trust this person enough to open up about something I was working on within myself. I told the person that I had started working on myself and trying to become better in that area. I wasn't saying I had everything figured out. No, I was simply being honest and I was trying to grow. And that is what make what happened next hurt even more. There was a day I was having a conversation with this person, and something I had previously shared in confidence was brought back and used against me. The very thing I had opened up about became something that was used to hurt me. And honestly, I felt so bad. I cried. I was in deep pain because it was not just the words itself. It was the fact that I had trusted this person enough to be vulnerable. I thought I was sharing something with someone who could understand me. Instead, something I had shared became a weapon. And those words were painful. When I said those words were painful, it was. They stayed with me. I started thinking about what the person had said. And the more I thought about it, the more I started seeing myself through those words. I started looking at myself differently. I started questioning myself. And here is the part that I don't think we talked about enough. I stopped working on myself. The very thing I had been trying to improve, I stopped working on it. Not because I didn't want to become better, but because I was hurting. I was carrying the pain of what had been said. I was crying, I was disappointed, and I had started believing some of those words. I allowed what someone said about me to become the way I saw myself. And that affected me for a longer than I could have liked. I stayed in that place for quite some times. And looking back, I realized something. Sometimes the hardest person to fight is not the person who hurt you. It is the version of the voice that continue living in your head after they have walked away. Someone can say something about you once, but if you keep repeating it to yourself, you can hurt yourself with those words for years. That is why we have to be careful about the voice we allow to define us. Because not every opinion about you is the truth. Someone's perception of you is not automatically your identity. Someone's criticism is not automatic a fact. And someone's hurtful words do not have the authority to define your worth. But when you are hurting, it is easy to forget that. It is easy to start believing maybe they are right. Maybe this is really who I am. Maybe I can't change. Maybe I should just accept this about myself. And that is when self-hate can begin. Not always because we actually hate ourselves at first, but sometimes we simply become disappointed in ourselves. Then we become critical of ourselves. Then we become ashamed of ourselves. And eventually we start believing that something is fundamental wrong with us. But if the problem is not that there is something wrong with you, what if you have simply been carried words that were never yours to carry? Think about that. What have people said about you that you have started saying to yourself? Maybe someone told you that you were not beautiful. Maybe someone make you feel like you were not smart enough. Maybe someone criticized your body. Maybe someone make you feel like you were not worthy of love. Maybe someone remind you of a mistake you made until you start believing that mistake was your identity. But you are not the worstest thing someone has ever said about you. You are not your mistake. You are not somebody else's opinion. And you are not defined by the moment when someone chooses to hurt you. I am sharing this because I know that there are people listening who may have experienced something similar. Maybe someone broke your trust. Maybe you opened up to someone and you regretted later. Maybe someone used your vulnerability against you. And maybe, like me, you started seeing yourself differently because of it. If that is you, I want you to know something. You don't have to remain in that version of yourself that pain created. I didn't understand immediately. It took me time. I stayed in that painful place longer than I should have. But eventually, I begin finding my way out. And that is actually a story I want to share with you. How did I come out of that place? What changed? How did I begin seeing myself differently again? That is a conversation for another episode. So I am going to leave that part for next episode, because sometimes before we talk about loving ourselves, We have to be honest about the things that make us stop loving ourselves in the first place. And perhaps this is where today's conversation should end. Not with shame, not with blame, but with reflection. Ask yourself, when did I start becoming so critical of myself? Those words am I still carrying? Have I allowed someone else's opinion to become my identity? And if the answer is yes, don't judge yourself for it. Don't judge yourself for it. Just become aware of it. Because awareness is the beginning of change. This is where we are going to stop today's conversation. And I want to say thank you for spending this time with me on Modesty and Fashion podcast. If this episode touched something in you, share it with someone who may need to hear it. Follow the podcast on Spotify, subscribe on YouTube, and come back for the next episode because I'll be sharing how I eventually come out of that place and I started working on myself again. And don't forget to drop your own thoughts, your own comments on this topic. Until the next, remember, someone else's words may hurt you, but they do not have to become your identity. Take care of yourself. I will see you in the next episode. Bye.